What's sad about today's reality is that everything has been changed to from pleasure to you have to pay for pleasure. So I say get something that you feel comfortable with rather than jumping into a relationship where you're wasting. The reason why you don't have a new car, and the reason why you're still driving a piece of shit, the reason why you don't have what you want is simply because you've been wasting your resources on an object that cannot make you more resources. Um, Marshall Elite is a very good YouTuber. I'm not going to put the link on the description. You probably can see his name from right here. If it's not backwards, mind you. It's amazing how someone can come up with a topic and bring you to a different point of view in life. What you hear before you was geese flying in the sky as naturally as it should be, and this peace and solitude. All of this comes with a small, very minuscule price, and the price basically is not doing something. So, what am I talking about? The same reason why I have this happiness, and the same reason why I'm riding such a great whip and have enough funds to just have a lot of food, do whatever I want. The reason why I'm living such a peaceful solitude life is because I'm not paying the vagina toll. I'm not paying as I go. Um, you will have some YouTubers who will claim that forget about having a new car. Um, you're a broke ass if you're not spending no money on these females, and you won't get any play action if you're not spending any money on these females. The problem with the whole idea of spending money on a female is that eventually you're going to have limited resources. Now, when you have a new vehicle, it definitely is the same thing. I don't necessarily need a new vehicle at all. I could ride an old vehicle and be just as happy. But see, I made the decision. I said I want to get a new vehicle because I don't want to ride a piece of shit, right? Your whole purpose in life is to upgrade. Now, let's say I listen to these YouTubers. Now, if I had listened to these YouTubers, I would be riding a piece of shit car, and I would have a limited funds, right? So let's say I do get what I want, or you do get what you want, and you've been paying the pussy toll for eons. You're gonna find that in 10 years you're gonna still be driving the same car. And then within those 10 years, the value of the vagina will have dissipated into nothing but a mist. The problem with the guys who choose to get vagina rather than building wealth or building something positive for themselves so they can have something really nice is that they have the inability of foresight. I'm not here to try to convince people to get a new car. No, you can let me stunt on your ass for 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 the rest of your life. You let me stunt on you. You go and pay the pussy toll. Do it for me. Do it for the love of me. You go and not only pay money, but go pay your time with that. You see, the whole society and the big brains out there, they knew that if a person wanted to acquire these beings, they knew that in certain circumstances, these beings, if they have power, meaning most women, they will basically put a tax on exclusivity or exclusiveness with her. They don't understand that you now, meaning females, you now are devalued when you put a price or when there is a toll to pay in order to acquire you. I'm not sitting here and saying that no woman deserves any money, but she doesn't deserve my money. Understand? I'm not going to go through the list of why she doesn't deserve your money. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But right now, I'm focusing on why you're still riding that old 2000 vehicle. Why you're still riding that rust bucket. Why are you riding a vehicle that's 2 times smaller than you for the same amount of price that you could get for pretty much a brand new car? Why are you still stuck in a very one bedroom apartment as you're listening to me right now? A specific type of person is who I'm talking to. See, the last and final problem with said males of today is that a lot of males don't see themselves in a certain bracket. And how I see the bracket is, if you're not making $100,000 a year, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. And let me repeat it again so I can really bring it home to you. This $100,000 limit or cap or top, whatever, is the ideal amount that you need to be making, because having a female for a whole entire year, it costs at least $20,000. You can do the math all you want or whatever, but in order to kind of have a healthy relationship, you have to have resources. If she already has her resources, that's fine. But 90% of the time, the female, which has been tricked upon us to basically keep us within this circle, roundabout circle, providing the government with a whole bunch of funds and money because of her needs. You understand? The wheel of needs. The wheel of needs. And what's between her legs is still being used. That form of prostitution is still being used. The old way of making money is still being used to perpetuate this government. So the government knew that the gig's up, and men will eventually realize that this is a fair deal. So what they did now, they put this feminist movement into play and trying to make women equal. And the women are so blind, they always fall for every trick of the book because they don't have a base. They don't have a solid foundation of just what reality really is. So they follow whatever the trend is. And so you'll get different movements occurring and whatnot. But the whole thing is that the men who are out there, which there is a whole bunch of us, who realize this, women can see right into us. They know just by our body language that this guy right here is a no-go. You understand? I get a lot of flack from females because I keep a stern look when I'm looking at them. It is a look of end game. End game. Immediately, her game counsel or her game that she's willing to put up, it's immediately, there's no energy going towards it. Nothing. When they see me, nothing. I don't energize them. I don't give them that, none of that. You're finished. You have to realize before I leave that you have been tricked. Your way of thinking that having a female is going to enhance your life in some mystical form. Well, buddy, if you take a piece of paper right now and write out on two separate things the pros of having vagina and the pros of not thinking about what else is there besides vagina, and you will see that your list of things that can make you grow and can bring you to a certain place in your life where you can acquire more than just one vagina, your list will grow immensely. My list is about 100, and it started off with 5 when I had started to just step out of that mindset, that mode that is tried to be programmed or emitted signals out to our brain computers. I have a firewall towards that now. It is an automatic rejection towards most females, especially the provocative females. And the straight hair, like I said, type of females, when they're black, it's like, what are you doing? You know, like, you're trying to be something you're not. And even if it's a wig or whatever, it's just not cool. Just isn't. So, in conclusion, the reason why you don't have a new car, not all of you, but why you don't have anything of value, and why you feel like crap every time she decides that she doesn't want to be around or whatever, is because you're paying the toll for vagina and not paying the toll in growing your life. My stuff's already paid for. I'm finished. Took about 4 years. I'm finished. I'm done with it. Now that I have a brand new car that is silent, You know what I'm saying? It feels good to hop up in it. All right. When I get out, it's an immense feeling. I've never felt this type of feeling with any type of hopping out of any type of vehicle with any type of female at all. Period. So just know that you have to you have to get yourself into a position where you feel comfortable, and then if you have a lot of extra money, then you can partake in the extra. Having a relationship is when you have a lot of extra to waste, and with $100,000 a year, you should be able to do a lot of things. I'm not in that bracket, nowhere near it, so I will be chilling out. I'll be making videos, I'll be doing animation, I'll be growing, and I honestly don't really care about making all of that extra, because with all of the extra comes a lot of responsibilities. A lot. You start to get more things, and more things require more money in this world. Before I leave, I may make a video of returning to nothing. Every day in my brain, I look around and I make sure that I get to a mood where I don't need for anything for at least 30 minutes. And I just look around and just gaze at all of the things that I've acquired and how far I've came and how far I've come. And what you'll find is that you'll enter your subconscious and you will be in a realm of appreciation. This realm of appreciation is so immense, it is almost like a burning fire. It will make you understand that the all of the extra things that you thought you needed in life is meaningless, and you'll realize that because you have such a short life, that anything you require, this shirt, this, these glasses, this skin, this head, this arm, will be gone in a matter of years. You won't. None of this matters. It's hard to believe it because you're in the realm of living right now, but it's very sad to say that your efforts will be wasted. So therefore, knowing this knowledge and knowing that I have a short period of life, I'm not going to waste it on trying to acquire some vaginal orifice. So I suggest you do the same thing too, and build your life and erase that program of wanting to acquire vagina. It's not worth it. It just isn't. I know OT Man and Truth already understand this, but there are some people out here who just have their priorities so totally backwards. I knew that I needed a new vehicle and wanted to hear the sound of nothing when I start my engine. That is a very good feeling. No amount of vagina can ever replace that feeling. So leave your comments in the comment section. Once again, once you start to stress, that's when you stress the less. Peace.